Hello and welcome to Sterling Gamer with me, Sterling, and welcome to Retro-Spectives, a show where we talk about video games, their history, and their culture. Has your gaming been too good recently? Need some garbage in your life? Look no further than the Wii. This souped up GameCube has some of the best games ever made, and a lot of the worst games ever made. Most of these wastes of space are made by third parties, companies with little to no affiliation with the console manufacturers other than releasing the game on their platform. When these guys get... When a company gets lax with their quality control, it's always an interesting time. What happens when a first-party company, like the console manufacturer themselves, join the dumpster fire ranks? That's what we're looking at today, with a truly horrid experience, Metroid Other M. I'm gonna be completely honest with you all, I've not beaten the game. I have it, I've played it, but I have not beaten it like I normally do. You guys will all understand in a little bit. It is a truly horrible, really bad game. But before we get to all of that, let's look at some positives. The game looks really good for the Wii. It was an underpowered system, but some games ignore that fact entirely and look amazing anyway. In-game models for people can look a little off, but that's grasping at straws. It is a really good looking game. Metroid Other M is a direct sequel to Super Metroid, even starting with the creepiest cutscene Nintendo has ever made, which recaps Super. Mother Brain in particular looks really unsettling. Sorry if this video gives you nightmares. The gameplay is a mix between the original Metroid and Metroid Prime. Taking place in a third-person perspective, this game does it really well. It's more linear than any other Metroid game ever, before or after. And although that is disappointing, it doesn't need to be a negative thing. Like, Fusion was much more linear, yet it was still an amazing experience. Metroid Other M focuses on story above everything else, and that seems like a pretty good idea for a Metroid game. The problem is, most people do not like the story and feel like it's not Metroid. I don't like it, but I don't not like it, if that makes sense. I'm impartial to it. Having Samus suffer from PTSD after Super Metroid and anxiety after the death of the baby Metroid is a pretty good idea. I also like how it elaborates on Samus' life before the events of the first game. Some character and backstory was really needed for such a stony character. Thing is, you can have a great story concept, but then a horrible story built around it. That's Metroid Other M. This time you're fighting your way through the Bottle Ship, one of the many baby-themed things throughout this game. Before long, you meet Samus' old crew and boss, also checking out the same distress signal that brought you here. Samus decides to join them, which is a horrible mistake. You see, Samus has all of her abilities and gear from Super Metroid, but she chooses not to use them until her boss gives her permission. This is aggravating, especially since you could beat the game in minutes if you had all the gear. But no, Samus decides to be loyal to her boss who hates her for quitting the Galactic Republic and becoming a bounty hunter. At one point, Samus has no other choice and is forced to use an ability that she has not gotten permission for yet. And her boss is fine with it! Oh, by the way, this whole time I've been calling him the boss. His real name is Adam. Yes, Samus names her ship's AI from Fusion after her boss, just because he sacrifices himself at the end. Why? She said that she had respect for him, but now they don't like each other because she quit. And they never make amends during the game. It's left unresolved. Wait, I need to stay calm. Wait, this is not the thing that made me not beat the game. I need to save my ranting time for when I get to that. The story is questionable, but has a great premise. It is also entirely voice acted. I guess the voice acting could, in theory, have less life behind it. The writing is alright, just very extremely, incredibly, overdramatically long. The other characters are better. Sounds like the actors at least tried. Wait, no. No ranting. No ranting. The environments often blend together and are similar to past games. Enemies are uninspired. Abilities are the same ones as Super. Sound design and music are worse than any other games in the series. I can't find anything strictly positive about this game, only average to horrible. But none of these hold a candle to the worst thing about this game. It's time. So far the game would be bearable, but the developers decided to ruin the one thing that you need to nail in a Metroid game. Controls. The most recent game as of this video, Dread, flows so nicely and feels so good to control. It's one of the biggest reasons people love it so much. Other M, on the other hand, makes aiming, precise movement, and exploration the worst they have ever been. There is only one controller that the game will let you use. A Wiimote on its side. Please soak that in for just a second. It is a 3D action game, only being playable with a sideways Wiimote. You only have one button more than an NES controller. And that one extra button, the A button, is taken up by the morph ball. So you're really just playing with a NES controller. Supposedly, the director wanted it to feel like a modern NES game, but this is not how you go about doing that. This messes up movement and shooting so much that Samus auto-aims if you're facing the right cardinal direction. Type platforming is just impossible. Platforming in general is just aggravating. But even after all this, I might be able to sit through the game, possibly. But I'm not done. Often throughout the game, you need to go into first-person view. You do this to find certain secrets that you need to progress through the game and to shoot missiles. Y'all wanna know how you do it? You point the Wiimote at the TV! I'm at a loss of words! Here's a step-by-step process of how you do it. First, you change your grip on the controller. So you're doing your tight action gameplay, you change your grip entirely. Then you point it at the TV. You wait, just over a second, an actual second of time, for the TV to recognize that, oh, they're pointing at the controller. Time to do this controller pointy stuff. You do your shooting, right? Find the secrets, whatever you're doing. Then you change your grip again. You wait 2 seconds for the TV to be like, are they done? Or are they just putting it outside the area for just a second? Gotta wait to see if they go back. Okay, now it's back. Now you could continue playing. This is horrible. You have to do it all the time. Even during bosses, where if you stand around for too long, you get hit. You're just a sitting duck while you wait for the game to catch up to you. A game should never be trying to catch up to a casual player. Players should be pushing the limits of a game. If the limits are so low that players are punished for it, just in a casual run, then that's a problem. This is why I will never beat Metroid Other M. Even if it was a masterpiece, which it's not, it would still be unplayable. I should finish this video up, shouldn't I? Yeah, okay. So you do your normal Metroid thing. You fight through the bottle ship, you destroy anything in your path, you fight bosses, all of which recurring by the way, until you get to that final boss. And it's Phantoon. You know Phantoon, the super forgettable boss from Super Metroid. Adam sacrifices himself for something, I don't even know. I think it's like crashing the ship like Star Wars Last Jedi. And that is a fair comparison, because both of these are really bad in a really good series. And then, of course, the story continues in Metroid Fusion. Okay? Honestly, Metroid Other M is a really bad game, but not for the reason that most people say it is. The story, linearity, characters are all bad, but they don't bring the game down. The controls do. It's a game that Metroid fans need to know of, for the story and all that, but not something that's worth playing through. Just watch all the cutscenes on YouTube. Thank you all so much for watching. See y'all later. Bye. Hey, wait, don't go yet. Don't click off. Don't click off. I have something I want to say. I have a Twitch. Yes, this is a non-canonical part, by the way. I don't, like, however I edit it and, like, rifting through time. This is non-canonical, but I have a Twitch now. It's non-canonical Twitch. Why am I caring so much about this Twitch? It's a Twitch, okay? I have a Twitch. It's a replacement for Expansion Pack, because I love that series, but it was pretty stale. I figured I should stream it and play games alongside it. So I don't call it Expansion Pack anymore. Retrospective is the main series. I don't call it Expansion Pack anymore, but it is pretty much that. Live streams, the link to my Twitch channel is down in the description. Check it out. I've done a few streams, most of which I'm not going to continue, but one that I'm working on right now is my first ever Pokemon Nuzlocke. That's fun. I don't quite know, I don't have like a schedule or anything, so like just check around the week, turn notifications on, I guess. My Discord, I announced that I'm streaming on Discord, so join that if you want to see what I'm streaming. I also don't know exactly what I'll stream. I am thinking doing gaming challenges, because that's what I've done so far. But if you guys have a better idea, please comment it down below. Please tell me if you have something that you guys would rather watch me play or do that's gaming related. I'm definitely open to suggestions. So, now back to your regularly scheduled me ending the video. You could probably click off now. The final 2 seconds are really worth it.